Corporate online learning. Understanding instructor comfortability in transitioning from classroom instruction to online instruction. In early 2020, a global pandemic, COVID-19, hit the world and changed the way that we work. This also has effects on the way that we learn in the corporate workplace. Fortunately, our instructors have been amazing at jumping to the task. However, we still need to see what we can do to help them. In order to continue to provide quality training, we need to look at how comfortable are our instructors in the online environment? How much e-learning history do they have? Do we have the proper software and hardware to provide our instructors to do their job properly? In order to assess the needs, we created a survey on Google Forms. Of the 13 members on staff, 10 responded to the survey, which is a 71% response rate. This provides us adequate data to understand the needs of the instructors. Historically, most of our training has been provided in the classroom with a few introductory courses available online. However, due to the pandemic, this has reversed. We asked the instructional staff their comfort levels, both in presenting online and preferring online to classroom instruction. We found that the results varied greatly. However, we did ask how many work centers allow online instruction, and the majority of them said yes, with a few saying no, which is probably due to classification reasons, and a few who are still not sure yet. When the pandemic first hit, we did a Train the Trainer series on how to create online instruction. Most of the instructors responded that they were good to well trained in this, with only one stating that they were not trained at all. It was an even split with instructors who had past experience in teaching online, and at this point, already half of our instructors are conducting Zoom and Skype conferencing sessions with their students. With online training, we need to ensure that our instructors are properly trained to create content. We will be using Google Classrooms. Most of the instructors stated that they were good to very comfortable with adding content and creating quizzes. We only had one instructor state that they were very uncomfortable, and that was probably the instructor who has yet to be trained. We also did a quick poll of how many centers have learning management systems already in place. The majority of people said that they had the learning management centers in place, with one person stating no and 2 people stating not sure. The part that we really excelled at was the hardware requirements. We have 100% of instructors who have compatible laptops, microphones, headphones, and webcams. Prior to COVID, these were all required items for every instructor. In summary, I think that our corporation is doing very well at providing online training. With the comfort levels, our instructors are willing. They have varying ranges of comfort, but everybody is working through this to the best of their ability. There will definitely be a learning curve. With the e-learning experience, half of the instructors have already taught online and are already using Skype and Zoom conferencing. Most feel adequately trained. With the software, all but one instructor has become familiar with Google Classroom. Most of the instructors are adding content and quizzes just fine, and most work centers already have their learning management system in place. And as I stated before, with the hardware requirements, we are 100% compliant. We are doing good. In addition to the survey, some instructors provided comments as well. One teacher stated, "I've been in a classroom for the past 20 years. While I enjoy the face-to-face interaction, I understand the predicament we are in now with COVID. I will do my best to offer instruction online with the same quality. However, I may need some help along the way." I think we all expected that. Another instructor said, "I could teach most of my lessons online, but there is some classified data that we will not be able to teach online. That is going to be an issue for public affairs, and we will hash that out as it happens." Another teacher stated that they are excited to teach virtually. It's the direction that most schools are going. With so many students in isolation due to COVID, it will be the only way we will be able to meet our training goals. Another stated they were stoked to connect with her students on Zoom. And another one said, "I am excited for online training. If we could incorporate gamification, that would be awesome." We are headed towards the future with our online training. Thank you for listening to our presentation.